Today on Swissmade, you will meet the IT guys. We will discuss about IT and GDPR. Hi everybody, today we will discuss about IT and GDPR. You are here in a Swissmade debate. Actually, I have on my left side Stuart Kibbe. You are in charge of the development at the company IT Guys.
That's right.
Hi Stuart.
Hi.
How are you? Fine.
Thank you so much for having us.
And Daniel Mensik, you are in charge of the operations at the same company. Hi Daniel.
Hi, how are you?
So, IT Guys. Who are these guys?
We get a lot of people laugh at the name, and
yeah.
I love it because it takes IT out of what it's typically seen as, which is this impersonal thing, to something which is actually very personal. IT is something where you require trust, and the IT Guys is very colloquial, very trustworthy as a name, and so it's really about, because we believe that IT is a people business.
Yes, and guys, it's the human part of it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's very human.
Yeah. So what is your business actually?
Well, listen, we'll keep it very...
It's IT, but I mean...
Keep it very clear. Yeah. We reduced companies' IT costs by 50%. That's what we do.
50%?
Yeah, that's what we do.
How can you do that?
Well, there are a lot of ways of looking at that. Maybe Dan, you can touch on that.
Absolutely.
You are in charge of the 50%?
I try to make it happen.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I think the underlying principle is just good service delivery management. What we try to do is ensure that there's good communication. If things are going well, tell people they're going well. If things aren't going so well, ensure that people know they're not going well, but if you're communicating how you're trying to fix the problems, then people are a lot more comfortable and you can work together to resolve the problems. It's also about process, making sure you have proper processes in place, that you know how to deal with situations when they turn up. That leaves very little room for error because you know exactly what to do, when to do it. It's about proactive monitoring. It's about knowing when something happens and being able to respond to it immediately. There's nothing more powerful than a person walking into an office at 9 o'clock in the morning and the technician's walking out because he's just fixed the problems that happened at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can go straight to work as opposed to spending 5 hours waiting for it. And obviously reporting, data-driven results. If you know what's going on, you can make business decisions with those results.
So we're not talking just about IT. You are like an architect for your customers, for example?
That's exactly right.
You try to help them? I mean...
a lot of IT today...
What is your added value? I'm an entrepreneur or an SME. What is your added value? If I have to choose IT Guys, for example, today.
Well, a lot of IT is commoditized today, but what's never going to be commoditized is the strategic and management elements of IT. You're never going to get someone to fully automate that or AI that. You're going to need someone to help you sit down from a business level and say, what is your business about? And help you make the right decisions about where you spend your money. What we're finding today is that people are cutting on lots of elements, but businesses that are growing, businesses that are scaling, they're spending money. You need to be dumping money into your IT management and your IT strategy.
And about spending money, today everybody is talking about GDPR. I think that we will have to spend money on that also. What are we talking about? What is GDPR, for example?
GDPR is essentially a set of regulations which tries to entail common sense security ideas.
Yes.
It's about trying to find out where your data is stored, who can access it, and how you treat this data. That's all it really is about. And it's about protecting people's privacy, so people have the ability to be able to say, okay, I want to know where my data is, and I want to grab that data or have the right to be forgotten at any point in time. And organizations now need to have the processes in place to be able to achieve that.
Before this debate, I read all the pages, many pages of the GDPR. It's very important. You know that in Switzerland, 70% of the companies are SMEs, minus than 20 persons or 30 persons. As a small company, how can you help me to take that in front? I mean,
listen, it's pretty simple. First of all, you need to realize that everyone is concerned. Do you have a business card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. And guess what? That's personal data. So
Yeah.
if you have a business card, you have personal data. So I'm assuming that every company that wants to have some business has at least one business card. So first of all, you are impacted by this. Second of all, you need to know where you stand. So start with an impact assessment, which is a big word for saying essentially you need to know what data you have and how it flows. And then from there, you can start to put in place the policies, the processes, and the people responsible to essentially align yourself and ultimately take responsibility for the data that you hold.
But GDPR is not about data. It's also about all the systems of the company.
Yeah.
It's about marketing, communication, HR. I mean, your services as a company, you can deal with all these systems in a company?
We have to, and this is a very good point. The IT Guys is an IT firm.
Yeah.
And so GDPR is not just IT, it's also your contracts, it's your legal, you really get everyone involved. And the way we approach it is through partnerships, and we work with a couple of very specialized partners that deal professionally with those areas.
I heard that GDPR it's an EU thing. So I mean, here in Switzerland, are we impacted and how?
Well, GDPR.
What is the Swiss part of it? I mean?
GDPR from the European viewpoint is going to be coming in the middle of the year. The Swiss are currently in the final throes of actually finalising the Swiss version.
Okay.
Now, it's very much aligned to the European GDPR, but there are some slight variations. But at this stage, it hasn't been finalised yet. But watch this space because we expect some answers over the next few weeks to few months.
Okay.
And I know the reality is if you're going to be doing business in EU, or if you're going to be transacting with the EU at all, you need to have you need to be aligned
the
with that.
data is everywhere.
Exactly.
I mean. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Thank you, Daniel. We were having a debate with the IT guy. Thank you very much. You were at Swissmade.